Hello, welcome back to the channel for a new tutorial related to a template that I recently shared to help transportation companies in the management of their orders. So my name is Samir, I'm supply chain data scientist and founder of the startup Logic Green, and we are using analytics, AI, and automation to help companies improve and optimize their supply chain operations. And here, this workflow has been designed for transportation companies. So let me maybe use a scenario to understand what we are doing here and who we are helping. So let's imagine that your customer is a transportation company, so they have trucks, a fleet of trucks. They receive orders from retailers. So these orders are basically asking them to pick up some goods from a specific location. For most of the time, it's a distribution center, and then deliver that to a store. And the idea of the workflow is to automatically process this kind of information, because what you have to understand in this industry, most of the time the companies are very small and they don't have the cutting edge information transfer technology to do that automatically. So they deal with their customers using emails. And this is where n8n can be a great support using AI to streamline and optimize and automate this kind of processes. So you receive, like you are supporting the transportation planner, for instance, receives orders like this in this email. And what you would like to do is to parse the content of this email and record the information, add some additional information with the OpenRouteService API that we have introduced in other workflows, and then reply to the customer. So let me first maybe send the email. So the email is sent in the mailbox, and then we can go back to the workflow. So the workflow starts with a Gmail trigger, and I will launch it. So it's triggered by the email. This AI agent is parsing the content of the email to extract the right information. So here is the shipment number, the pickup locations, everything that is related to the order. And for that, you don't need to change anything. So in the user prompt, we are taking the subject and the body. And then here we are providing some context and we are explaining what we want to parse. To set up this node, it's very easy. You just need to add your OpenAI credentials here, so you can use the OpenAI model, and then you don't need to change anything. Here, I forgot. For the Gmail trigger, what you need to do is to put your credentials for Gmail that will point to the mailbox that will receive the emails. And then the first step is we are going to record these informations inside a Google Sheet. So here is the node for that. What we record, so we record shipment number by shipment number. So that's what we use as a value to send. Here, you don't need to change anything except to put your credentials here and to point to the right Google Sheet. So here's the Google Sheet is a transportation order, and I have several sheets and I use the one that is ordered. You need to prepare the columns. The columns are available here. And then this node will record all the key informations that we can take from the email. So the shipment number, the pickup location, the pickup address. For the GPS coordinates of the pickup location, we are going to use the OpenRouteService API that will do what we call geocoding, so transform this address into GPS locations. Expected pickup day, time, the temperature control. So all these information are included in the email. Same for the GPS coordinates of the destination. We are going to use the API. The expected delivery time is also included in the email. And then we are going to use again the OpenRouteService API to get the driving distance and driving time between these two pairs of GPS coordinates. So it's quite easy. Here, that's what we do. So this node is collecting the information that we just recorded. Based on the shipment number. You don't need to change anything except putting your credentials here. And then the output will be used here for this node that will query the OpenRouteService API to get the GPS coordinates. So here we are using the endpoint search. Here you need to put your API key. Here in the text, we take the address. The country here is France. So if you have different countries or if it's dynamic, so it means like the company or the customer that you're working for is working with multiple companies, you need to ensure that you are dynamically putting the country code here. Here, I take OpenStreetMap as a source. You can look at the documentation of the OpenRouteService API. You have multiple services, but so far for France, OpenStreetMap is quite good. And then for the rest, it's okay. Oh, here it's a small typo. And then we have different outputs, but where we are going to be interested in is the GPS coordinates. And here in the B box is basically taking the whole location, but here we are only interested in one point. Yes, so we take what we are interested in. So we take the longitude, latitude, neighborhoods, if it's available, but honestly, for most of the time, we won't use it. And then what we save in the Google Sheet is the pickup longitude and latitude. And we do that based on the shipment number. So in these three nodes, you don't need to change anything except here you take you put your credentials. Here I put 5 seconds of time delay to avoid overloading the OpenRouteService API, especially that here I'm using the free key, and you can use the free key, I think, for up to 5,000 queries, if I'm not mistaken. Then here, what we do is calculating the GPS coordinates now for the delivery point. Same, you need to put your API key. You enter the address here, so this is the destination address. And then for the rest, it's the same. What we take is longitude and latitude, and what we record is these two informations based on the shipment number. So that's not overly complicated. Here, just don't forget to put the credentials and to point to the right sheet. And then what we do now is we collect all these information, so the address plus the coordinates, and we query the different endpoints. So here what we call direction, and here we take the option AGV, so it's like trucks instead of taking like individual driving cars. And now, so again, I put my API key, and what we put here is the pairs of GPS coordinates that we generated a few seconds ago from start to end to calculate the driving distance. So here it's already converted to kilometers, and the duration, and here I think the duration is in minutes. And here the number of steps. So the number of steps, as I explained in the other workflow, is the different change of direction, turning right, moving from a local route to a national route. That could be interesting sometimes for transportation management. Here we don't use it for the workflow, but I still keep it. And yeah, I think it's good. So now we have all the information that are recorded in the Google Sheet. We can collect them, and what we could see here is that we are collecting the right information. And we have the second AI agent that we use to reply to the user. The customer that is requested for shipment. And here what we ask is for an HTML format. We give some guidance on the format, and what you need to change here is all the information about you, the position, the company, and the contact that will be used for the email. And then we generate this email that we send back to the customer using the message ID that we collect from the first node. And then if I move to the mailbox, we have the answer. Of course, you can change the system prompt if you want a different style. Here, it's a list of bullet points, which for me it's enough for this kind of communication, especially in logistics. The driving time and the driving distance are calculated by the workflow. And yeah, here is the signature that maybe you want to customize. I think that's all for this workflow. Don't forget here to put your credentials for the OpenAI. Don't forget here model. Don't forget here to put your credentials for the Gmail. And then for the rest is good. This workflow is ready to be used, and you can use the email that I just generated as an example. If you have any question, feel free to use the comment section, and see you for the next workflow.